So welcome to the Rock Fantasy YouTube channel. We're here at Rock Fantasy today because we actually got a stash of classic shirts. And I got my friend Steven here who deals with classic shirts. He actually did a book about concert shirts. So we're going to go over some ones that people actually bought here in Middletown at the Orange County Fair. First off is a Guns N' Roses. What year do you think this is? Like 87, 88?
87.
They opened up for Aerosmith on that tour, but it's got, you can see right on the back, it's got the Middletown, New York date. So Guns N' Roses was here. So these are not for sale. He's actually taken this collection and he's going to keep some for himself. He may sell some down the road. So this is the Metallica Live Shit and Binge and Purge, which was at the fairgrounds, and this is a 94 shirt, right?
94.
94. That is also the day that O.J. Simpson did the chase. We were at the fairgrounds, and we remember that whole night. Danzig and Suicidal Tendencies were the opening acts for that tour. So that's a collector's item. What do we got here? We got Poison. Flesh and Blood Tour 91. They're at the fairgrounds, of course. It's got Middletown, New York right there. They were in Hershey Park the next day. So that's another classic. Black Crows, which we figured out was more like 83. No, 93. Right? And they opened up for Aerosmith at the fairgrounds. It does not have Middletown on the back of this shirt, though. But who knows? Maybe it came from Middletown. Maybe the guy bought it somewhere else. But there's the Aerosmith Permanent Vacation shirt. It doesn't have dates on, but this came from the same collection. So it's most likely this came from the Orange County Fair Speedway. When the fair was rocking and bringing all the shirts in, we got Tesla. They were there. And what year was this one from?
92.
92, okay. 92, and Middletown is on there somewhere. We saw it earlier today. Huntington, blah, blah, blah. Where we saw Middletown. There it is. Very top of the list, Middletown, New York. Now we got some Van Halen, Van Hager. Of course, Sammy's out touring with Michael Anthony. We're just chatting about that. And this one is actually from the Brenda Byrne Arena. It wasn't from the fairgrounds, but it's the event shirt. Somebody waited in line. I got the event shirt for that one, right? And we got another Van Halen for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. This one have tour dates on the back? Or no, it doesn't.
It's probably the same as that.
Yeah, okay.
Same time. So they got two shirts.
So get the Van Hager shirts now.
It's possible they could have been at the fairgrounds and they had leftover shirts from the previous show.
That could happen. You used to see that back in the day.
Yep.
So we got Van Halen Live 93, and this was probably from the fair.
Yeah, this has got Middletown.
This one does have Middletown on there somewhere. It's kind of hard to see with that print. Tons of dates on there. There it is, Middletown, July 6th, right around 4th of July. We were hanging out. And Vince Neil was the opening act, right?
Yeah.
This is the Vince Neil shirt that accompanied that. So my friend that gave us these shirts years ago or sold it to us, he was at the show, and there he is, Vince Exposed. I had a buddy of mine that had that cassette, and he just played that constantly in his truck. He loved that Vince Neil solo album. Yeah. And we got a Van Halen Balance shirt here.
Leader era, 95, 96.
96, and that was not from Middletown, I don't believe. I think Middletown was done doing shows by then.
Oh yeah, well 96, yeah, that makes sense. It's Long Island, Meadowlands, New Jersey.
So I found this to be an interesting pile of shirts. I thought we'd put it on the channel because it's got some Middletown history. And they're going to a good home. Steve's picking them up. Ah, cool, man. So we'll see you next time on the Rock Fantasy YouTube channel.